everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Monday, May 6, 2024. Time is 10:34 a.m. Jersey time because I am still in New Jersey. Alright, well, we got another one of these disgusting stories of our well-trained professional heroes. You know, the kind that are always out there risking your life, my life, everybody's life as they protect and serve the government. This is reported on WFMJ.com. It came out on May 1st. Says most prolific serial rapist in Trumbull County's history. Prosecutors note trends in officer rape allegations. Notice, maybe they've been watching my channel because I've been noticing it for a couple years now, okay? Been reporting on it. So, all right, here's the story right there. And I got a picture of this well-trained professional hero. Let's find out. I have not read the story, so my reactions will be first time. Let me get the glasses back on. A former Warren City police officer who was fired after rape charges were filed against him was back in Trumbull County Court for his third arraignment. This comes after another superseding indictment was filed against former officer Michael Edwards Jr., which revealed even more rape charges along with even more alleged victims, bringing the total to 6 so far. In addition, this indictment revealed that 7 out of the 8 rape counts against Edwards now comes with sexually violent predator specifications on top of firearm specifications. During his arraignment, Edwards pleaded not guilty to all the new charges against him. Well, this is what narcissists do. During his arraignment, Edwards pleaded not guilty to all the new charges against him. Court documents revealed the detail of these alleged encounters included forcibly touching alleged victims on their breasts, buttocks, and genitalia, and forced them to have various forms of sexual intercourse with him. Additionally, court documents alleged that in the summer and fall of 2023, Edwards engaged in repeated contact with the victim, including following her, asking her for sexually explicit photos, and asking to touch her sexually. According to the court records, prosecutors filed a motion in opposition to a motion for severance filed by the defense on Wednesday. A hearing on these motions was scheduled for Thursday, May 9th at 11 a.m. In that motion, Trumbull County Assistant Prosecutor Gabe Wildman described Edwards as the most prolific serial rapist in Trumbull County history. You mean there's others? Indeed, it is difficult to find more comparable case locally involving the same depravity and similar circumstances. Wildman wrote, the case started when the first alleged victim came forward back in January of 2024, which prompted Edwards to be immediately fired from the police department once the allegations were brought to light and charges were filed. Since then, multiple other alleged victims came forward, with one accusing Edwards of threatening to expose her for being involved in prostitution and illegal drugs if she didn't submit to his sexual advances. Prosecutors say this encounter was captured on camera. Court documents reveal that Edwards' alleged conduct has been going on since last February of 2020 and occurred while he was on duty as a police officer, in one case allegedly spanning 15 minutes of his shift where he was not performing the function of his duties. So he's involving in time theft. So he's a thief. He's a rapist and a thief. Previously mentioned motion filed by Wildman states that all these alleged incidents occurred in a remarkably similar fashion with the same sexual motivation and manner. In each instance, with every single victim, Edwards pulled up in a marked Warren PD cruiser in full WPD regalia and uniform, including a badge, firearm, taser, etc. He takes advantage of his position as an authority figure with regard to each of the victims to manipulate, force, and or coerce them into compliance, the motion reads. Wow, this thing's long. The motion further reveals that each of the alleged victims struggled with drug and or alcohol addiction, and all but one of the victims had resorted to prostitution at some point. So in other words, this guy preys on those weaker in society, those with problems and stuff. The victims will testify that the only reason they continue to engage with Edwards is because he was a WPD officer. Each of these women are among the most vulnerable members of society, and the motion reads. See, I didn't even read that part there. I said it. Edward's wife, who was also employed by the Warren City Police Department at the time, found herself in trouble as well when she was placed on paid leave after alleged jail phone calls between her and her husband discussing one of the alleged victims, saying they hope she dies of an overdose or gets run over. Additionally, Edward's wife was accused of communicating with the Trumbull County Sheriff's Office regarding her husband's case, but it's unclear what exactly was discussed. Taylor Edwards resigned from the police department in April. Well, what can I say, folks? You know, I've been talking about this stuff for a long time now, haven't I? That law enforcement is riddled with psychopaths. And psychopaths are masters of disguise. He runs around all day like an officer, police officer. He's out there protecting the community, keeping people safe, doing all these wonderful things. And then when nobody's looking, he's out there raping women, sexually abusing them, doing all kinds of disgusting things. And guess what? Guess who's going to pay for this in the end, people? Because he did this on the job. Those people, once they're going to sue him. I wouldn't blame them. I hope between all of them they bankrupt the town, because this is one of the ways that we're going to put a stop to it. One, you have to bankrupt the towns, and the other is you have to put their faces on social media so that everybody sees who they are, because social media really is going to do more than suing the town, because as we know, when the taxpayers pay out, it's not coming out of the officer's pocket. So what's the officer lose? He has no dog in a fight, other than maybe losing his job or getting suspended. But this guy here, this guy is dangerous. And one wonders how many other things he's done. Has he done this to children? Because we all know they like that too, these psychopaths. But anyway, this is what the bootlickers, Back the Blue, the Blue Goo Gobblers, the Scared Little Lily Whites, the Badge Bunnies, this is what they all blindly support. I see it every day on Facebook. You know, police put their propaganda stories up, and then they get in there, oh, thank you for all your hard work, thank you for your service, blah, blah, blah. You know, you want to throw up when you start reading, because these people are so naive. So naive. And I don't even know if I can really even blame them, because I can't tell you how many times, people, I have told these stories in the course of conversations of what's going on. And this includes law enforcement, and it includes just regular everyday people like you and I. When I tell them these stories, and I say, have you heard about the cop that raped sexually assaulted the 13-year-old toddler and broke the bones and everything? No, I didn't hear about it. And that's the problem. That's one of the big problems, because the older generation, like my generation, and those a little younger than me, they don't go on social media and search all this stuff out. If it's not on the Fox News or MSNBC, whatever news they're watching, the 6 o'clock local news, if it's not on there, they don't know about it. You know, I go on there every day and look for this stuff, so of course I see it and I know, but this is why I do these videos, to put it out there so that we all can see what is going on. I mean, if I reach 100 people out there, you know, if 100 of those people told a friend, and just to get the word out there. And when, you know, cops put their propaganda up about all the wonderful things they're doing, you got to go out there and you got to call them out on it, because we have to hold them accountable. And public shaming is probably the best way to do it, besides locking them up. So, I don't know, people, but it's the sexual predation that's going on in law enforcement committed upon children and women is of epidemic portion, and it's disgusting. It's just absolutely disgusting, and maybe that's the reason why police are actually begging for people to apply, because the youth, today's youth, is very well in tune with social media, and maybe they see what's going on and they don't want to be part of any of that. So anyway, I will put this disgusting story, the link in the description. Go read it for yourself. Let me know what you think in the comment section. You got a serial rapist with a badge and a gun. Till next time, people.